Hey everyone, Merxerain here, and we're back with episode 2 of Enigmatica 6 Expert. Alright, so let's talk about how do we go forward. Well, first off, we need to make the village safe. So we're probably going to start off making some just basic stone walls, and we'll get the stone from this thing over here, and then just kind of place the stone walls in a big square around the village, and then place some torches up to light everything up. That'll just be our sort of starting way to make this all safe. And then in the future, I'm thinking larger, maybe grandiose walls. I don't know if the walls will have a purpose other than keeping things out, or if they'll have something built inside them, but we'll find out when that time comes. But for now, I want to show you real quick my tools, just so we can kind of get an understanding of what I've got. So I've got this iron pickaxe. And how did we get to this pickaxe? Well, remember, when I made the first pickaxe, I believe I showed it, it didn't have mining level of anything. It was mining level 0, so it wouldn't even be able to mine stone. But we were able to put wood on the pick heads, and once both sides were wood, it got mining level 1. Well, since then, we've gotten some iron, we've put that on there, and we've got mining level 3, which is great. And so all this is just iron, and then a birch handle. We'll probably replace the birch with spruce at some point, because it turns out my next repair is going to be birch, and I've got a lot more spruce than I have birch. We have the stone adze. This thing is good for wood and for digging, so sand, dirt. It's just stone. It's got a stone butt. Flimsy handle. I don't know that I'm planning to upgrade this. I'm just going to kind of keep it around for now, but when I went to the desert for sand, I did make an iron shovel. Again, it's just spruce and iron, so super simple, super easy. And then when I started caving, I wanted to have some kind of protection, so I made this iron sword. It's an iron blade and I did this with birch and spruce because I thought it looked kind of cool mixing the colors. So I don't know if we'll keep it this way or not, but it's got a birch hilt, it's got a spruce counterweight, and you can see that gives durability. It's got the spruce ring, which gives you quick and durability, and quick, if we want to take a look at that, reduces the minimum damage dealt to 30% while the attack cooldown is active. So if I swung, much faster than I should have, I'll still do a little bit more damage. And then we've got this reinforced fuller, which the speed goes down, but the durability goes up by quite a bit. Right, and then something else that I got in the first episode that I really wanted to use, but I totally forgot about, and it would have been helpful to not have forgotten about it before I died. This tome of parishia, I think that's probably how you say it, a book used to store experience. So let's figure out how this works. I'm just going to right-click it. Nothing. So now I'm going to try shift right-clicking it. Oh, did you see that? My levels are going in. Wonder if there's a way to automatically set it. Oh, look, it even tells we've got level 7 in there with 92 XP. Pretty neat. Do wish trying just a couple different combinations. So if you just right click it, you get stuff back out. Shift right click it, you put stuff in. I was kind of hoping, because it says that you can put it in a charm slot. I was hoping you could just tell it to say, hey, always put my XP in there, but we'll kind of leave it in here just because it's been out of my inventory. Okay, and so right before I started filming, I did do a little bit more caving, right? I found that giant lava lake underneath the mountain. So that's over there, right under the mountain, and I wanted to check it out a little bit more, light it up, and get a couple of those diamonds. So take a look at what happened while I was there. Alright, over here there's a monster box. We're gonna go take care of that. If I remember correctly, when dealing with a monster box, the loot itself is actually dropped from each monster that is spawned. They might be able to despawn, I'm not sure. There it is. But before we do that, I think we need to take care of a hole over here. I was actually attacked by some pillagers. So I'm not entirely sure. There might be a pillager spawner, which would be kind of weird. Yeah, I just heard one. We're just going to block the hole off for the moment. Perfect. All right, and then our other issue here might be this lock. I think we're just going to turn that into some obsidian real quick. Torches, that's not good. Can make a few more. Okay, good. I really didn't want the water to flow out that way. Oh shoot, and then I gotta pick it back up. This water bucket's nice, but also kind of not nice because of that. That block. Okay. Monster box, here we go. A bunch of zombies, and a cave spider, and a witch. Oh no, that witch is gonna be the death of me. Okay, I need to heal. Poison. Come on, poison, wear off. Oh man, it's got 17 seconds left. Not good. You know, I have a couple of arrows. Go. Got these off the pillagers, of course. Yeah, witches and their health potions are cheating. Alright, took him out. Okay, so I already see some TNT, which is interesting. Hope nothing fell in the lava. What else do we got? Like a wither skeleton? We got some gold. Okay. Oh, it was a broken music disc. And by broken, I mean, I guess it's fully playable even though it looks broken. Oh, shoot. Not sure where he came from. But I think there is a pillager spawner somewhere. I don't know why else they would be down here. Might have come from... Yeah, I hear them. I'm mostly out of food here, so can't do too much more. I think I'd like to investigate this spot over here. Home sweet home. On the way back to my body, I started hearing music, and I'm like, is Minecraft just playing music? But it sounded like a CD. Well, no, here we are. This is what it is. There's a creeper in there, and he's wearing a backpack, and that backpack must have the jukebox upgrade. So if we're lucky, he could drop that backpack. He can't see me, so he can't blow up, so we're just gonna punch him to death. All right, like 2 more hits. Come on, backpack. Oh, did not get lucky. He didn't drop me anything. And we lost our sick tunes. Okay, so I have no tools, no blocks, nothing on me. So what I'm hoping for is that they have despawned since I was so far away, that we'll be able to run in there, grab our stuff, potentially get out, or block that hole in the ceiling off. A zombie. Great sign. Here's our stuff. There's the hole. Alright. Hole blocked off. Don't know how I missed that. That's crying obsidian. I don't see a spawner just yet. You know, I think the spawner actually could potentially be right behind it. I don't know if they can shoot through this gap. Shoot a zombie? Yeah, there are just a lot of them up here. There they spawned. Okay, so we'll have to come back and figure this out. I do not really have the food or the gear required to handle this right now. Welcome back. And now I'm just making a really quick new pick, right? This wooden pick. Oh, interestingly enough, this has pickaxe tier 1. Oh, harvest level 0, but it does have pickaxe tier 1 if it were a tetra tool, although it's not technically a tetra tool yet until we do some kind of modification. We're just going to make this real quick into... I guess I can't upgrade them both at the same time. We're going to make it into a stone pick, and why are we doing this? Well, I really want to have a pick for mining stone that's not iron. I don't want to be using the iron right now because we just don't have a lot of it. So we're just going to use this, and then this is going to be real easy to repair, especially since we're getting the materials that it will use to repair from right here. So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and get a bunch of stone because we're going to need a whole lot to make those walls. As of right now, we really haven't gotten into any of the mods or anything, right? It's basically just been vanilla. We did a little bit, right? We've got those spells, and we did a little bit of tetra, but so far, mostly vanilla. So how do we get into the mods, right? We need to look at, like, our initial power situation. How are we going to generate power? How are we going to store power? How are we going to route power? Probably the mod Powa is going to be our starter option, but there's also immersive engineering, and I'm not sure which way it's going to want us to go. I've done immersive engineering before, and it's fun, but it can be kind of tedious. So if we can skip it, I might skip it, but if we have to do it, that's fine too. And then create. With create, we can do basically anything, which is great, and I think create's going to be necessary in the beginning. And then how are we going to get into our ore duplication? Well, create can do that, but there's a lot of machines that can do that too. So let's take a quick look in the quest book. And I'm pretty sure we're going to want to follow these gates, right? They're gating progression all the way up to the bragging rights section. So what do we see off the bat? We see create. That's good to know. We see thermal. Also good to know. I quite like the thermal machines. We see Eidolon and Ars Novo? I think it's Novo. Not sure. I'm not going to worry about the magic mods just yet. We'll definitely get to them. I really want to get to occultism. But for the time being, I'm more interested in, say, these two. So how do we make a cogwheel? Okay, well, buttons are going to be real easy to make, right? Just wood. Andesite, though. Exploding items. I have never seen exploding items before. I don't know if this is a specific mod or if it's something that they created just for this pack. I'm guessing... I'm guessing we put like a piece of TNT down and then drop a whole stack of andesite and a whole stack of zinc, or really 2 stacks of andesite and 1 stack of zinc, and then light the TNT and run. Total guess, and I don't know if I want to do it with a whole stack just to start with, because that might be wasteful. Because we might have to do something special, like create some sort of explosion chamber. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Centrifuging, but we got to get into bees, so, and I probably can't even make a centrifuge if I wanted to. No. The induction smelter, maybe, right? This is thermal, so let's take a look and see what it takes to get into thermal. Oh, we can mix things together, but again, we have to already have create going to mix it. And the casting basin, and honestly, I'm betting Tinker's Construct is probably a little gated. Specifically, when we come back here, I wonder if it's like in this section or later. We'll find out. Let's take a look at thermal, right? So, okay, the machine frame, the base block to all of the machines. Okay, these are just any glass panes. We can make that real easy. Gears. All right, it's going to take aluminum and iron. Not hard at all. And then plates, which I bet are just a hammer. Engineer's hammer or enigmatic hammer. Okay, so that's doable, right? That's totally doable, because these were also just plates, you know, iron or tin. We're probably going to use iron, because it's probably the most plentiful, but it's there. Again, you know, options, but we have to have progress into different mods to even get there. Let's come back over here again, and let's look at the tech mechanical mayhem. And these are actually sort of in tiers, right? This is like tech tier 1, tech tier 2, and tech tier 3. Same thing with magic, apprentice, adept, and then master. So let's just look in here real quick. It looks like they really want us to start with create. Oh, actually, that's just... We're going to check that right now. Done. How easy was that? Okay, so power generation. They want us to make a Stirling dynamo. Okay. So far, we know that this isn't going to be too hard to make. The piston doesn't look too hard to make. I wonder what makes the rods. Oh, just plates in the hammer. Perfect. That's easy. We got this. Glass. Yep, they didn't change that recipe. And smooth stone is just smelted normal stone. Perfect. Okay, we can get there. A crude alloy furnace. Oh, let's kick this off with a bang. They're gonna tutorial us. Perfect. I needed this. Oh, all around there are ruins. Monsters roam the lands, and simple village folk hide in their huts at night, afraid to step out of their dim lights. But there was more here once upon a time. Explore the lands to locate any form of explosive using all resources available. So I actually did get some TNT from that monster box, so that's kind of a good thing, right? Drop some materials on the ground and blow them up. The resulting explosion will fuse them into new compounds. Okay, perfect. It doesn't look like we need a special chamber or anything. Ah, single explosion has enough energy to transform large batches. So I only have 2 TNT, so we really want to make it count, right? I don't know if you can do multiple crafts, though. Like if you can do these 2 materials to make one thing and 2 other materials to make another. We're probably not going to tempt that just in case it blows them up. Okay, so we know how to make the andesite alloy. How do we make the invar dust? Ooh, iron dust, nickel dust. Well, how are we supposed to get the dust to start off with? We just hammer the iron and it makes dust. Makes perfect sense. How do we get phytogrow? Potassium nitrate. You know, I saw this in the mine and I skipped it. With apatite and sand, or with bone meal, we can't get the slag yet for sure. Bone meal, apatite, and sand. So, you know, this recipe or this recipe is what we're going to have to do there. Okay. Perfect. So this one and this one, they do not sound hard at all. This is the small ship mod. We'll make a couple small ships when we get to that. So I guess I need to make a little bit of a decision on whether or not I want to get into create first or into thermal first. And I'm kind of thinking thermal first this time. But first, we have a wall to build. So the basic wall is now complete. Unfortunately, though, we don't have any easy ways to get out. So we'll have to come up with some sort of gate or door system or something specifically that the villagers won't be able to open and leave. But for now, we can always just use one of these spells to sort of jump over if we need to. Like that. And now that we do have the wall up, right, all over, goes all the way around. Over there, and then you can barely see it off in the distance all the way back there. But now that that's all up, we need to do the lighting, and unfortunately, we can put F7 to see the light level, and we can see that we're going to need lots of lights. I could just go around and spam torches like this, and that's probably acceptable. I mean, we're going to be, like, modifying most of these houses in here, and when we do that, we'll be changing the lighting. But I really don't want to just see torches like that all over. So we could take villager sort of technology, if you will, and make these lamp posts. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. They're not the coolest looking thing, but they're not terrible either. They're definitely better than just a torch on the ground. Problem that I think we're going to have is we're going to need a lot more than 43 torches. So right now, I think we're going to just have to chop some trees down to get sticks. Something I've seen, though, to make sticks, right? We could potentially make a bamboo farm. And if we make a bamboo farm, then we'll have as many sticks as we want. That might be in our very near future. But I'll come back once I have a bunch of these torches, and probably after I've placed a bunch of them as well. Okay, everyone. So it looks like this episode's just about out of time. You can see right here, I've got myself some bamboo growing. This is for the sticks. I'll also be farming some spruce, again for the sticks. The wood's a nice byproduct as well there. And I'll get the sticks, I'll get the torches, and I'll probably light everything up in between episodes. For the next episode, though, we're going to start right into thermal. And I'm probably going to prep some of the materials, get some of the iron smelted, all that kind of stuff, so that we can just get going and we don't have to wait for anything. The plan, of course, for thermal, we got to start with the dynamo, we got to get some power going, and then we're going to try and get induction smelter, a pulverizer, and a redstone furnace, as well as we're going to look into some different forms of energy storage. I'm not sure what or if we can get into storage and thermal, but we'll find out. Rubber might be a problem, but that'll be for next time. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Merxerain, signing off.